we are remaining FTC Team 14270, and today we will present you a brief presentation about how to apply theory in practice in a robotics team. Today we'll talk about successful techniques for applying sciences learned in schools to explain how there is more than building a robot in a robotics team. It's about teamwork, motivation, leadership, and problem solving, and much more than that. We'll also tell you a bit about our team's evolution between 2017 and 2021. Quantum Robotics is the best Romanian robotics team as of the 2020-2021 season. We are established at the International Computer High School of Bucharest. We are a team who seeks to promote the core values of FIRST and help to attract more bright minds eager to learn about STEM. Our motto is "Winning is temporary, learning is forever." A bit of our team's past achievements this year: we managed to win the Romanian National Championship, the Canada Cup Championship, and the Russian National Championship. As we are in our 5th year of competition, we have many more others awards achieved in the past seasons, as you can see on the screen. Our vision this year is to continue STEM in schools, a program of which we are really proud. We managed to get into more than 30 schools in Bucharest and present in STEM, just as we are trying to do here today. Then, we want to participate and win at least 4 international championships. We want to hopefully win again the Romanian National Championship, and we wish to play in the semifinals at the Detroit World Championship. We also want to keep our tradition to organize the first scrimmage in Romania.
Hello, I'm Vlad from the Hardware and PR and Marketing departments. I will tell you a little bit about how we use the communication and writing skills we learn in school to turn our robotics team into a respectable team that interacts with and tries to expand the FTC community. When it comes to communication skills, we must always be ready to talk about what we do, because it is through the presentations, TV interviews, and other appearances we have in the media that we get to promote our team and First Tech Challenge in Romania, and not only. Winning competitions is cool, but inspiring others to do the same is cooler. The same principle is applied to our writing skills obtained in school, which we use when creating our engineering notebook and portfolio, press releases, and many more written assignments we have to get done during the season. The engineering notebook, in particular, is a key part of the First Tech Challenge competition, which describes the team's journey throughout the season. As a matter of fact, the notebook plays a critical role in how the most important award of the competition, the Inspire Award, is handed out. For example, here you can have a look at our engineering notebook from a previous season. And some content in our engineering portfolio from last year. Last but not least, we also had to learn how to use graphic design software such as Adobe Illustrator for making our marketing materials and to maintain our aesthetic from one season to another. For example, the 2 fonts we mainly use are Arial Rounded and Prisma. As I said, how we present ourselves is everything, and that is why every piece of media that we release has surely gone through the hard-working hands of our PR and marketing department. Now, my teammate Alex will talk to you about the hard science that goes into making this robot.
Hi, I'm Alex from the Hardware and 3D Printing departments of Quantum Robotics. Today I will talk to you a bit about how we use mathematics, physics, and chemistry in our building process for our robots. First of all, we use mathematics in order to calculate complex geometry and formulas in order to ensure we have the best design that's not prone to failure in our parts and subsystems. We use physics a lot in order to calculate forces and if our parts will work optimally in the robot and how they all fit together. And last but not least, we use chemistry in order to choose what materials we build parts out of. For example, we can have aluminum parts somewhere and 3D printed plastic parts somewhere else. Now, I'll give you a little bit of some examples, starting with mathematics. For example, here, for this curved surface, we used a lot of geometry in order to determine which is the perfect curve and how much it should extend in order to have the most optimal subsystem.
And as you can see here, it's always pivoting around, trying to find the same point regardless of the robot moving on a field.
Now with physics, as you can see on this wheel here, from physics we know that if you add weight to something that's spinning, it adds a little bit more inertia to it. Which is why we added some steel plates here in order to give it more weight and give it more inertia, basically, giving it the ability to maintain the same speed when spinning. We use chemistry in order to decide which material we build our parts out of. For example, you see these parts right here, which need to be durable, are built out of aluminum, or this part here, which needs to be heavy, we build them out of steel. Now, most of the parts that don't really need to be heavy, they are built with a durable design in mind, and they're printed out of plastic, which can either be PETG or PLA, depending on its chemical properties, which is where, once again, chemistry comes into play. But these parts right here are flexible, which is yet another filament, which, of course, for its specific needs, we grab another filament with other specific chemical properties. Now I let my teammate Mircea tell you a little bit about how we bring this pile of aluminum and plastic to life using programming.
Hi, I'm Mircea from the Hardware and Programming department, and I'll talk to you about how we use the computer science and ICT skills in our robot and also in our team in general. So first of all, we use the computer science that we learn in school when making our robot's code. We use the design patterns that we learned in order to make our robot code both easy to read for others and also fast, which is very important in a robot that moves rapidly on a field. Second of all, we do ICT, in which we learn how to design a website, and that is being used when we develop our team website, such that it is done in the best way possible, combining both functionality and aesthetics. The most important thing, however, is learning how to learn. These days, that involves searching the information by ourselves on the internet. This is a skill that is developed to the research that we do for projects in different subjects. Now, I know you probably have many questions about what we do, so Alex will be joining you live to answer anything you want to ask. But before that, a final word from Elisa.
This was a brief presentation of how we do to use the theory learned in school in our robotics team. We hope this at least inspired you to do something new in your team as well. And we wish you good luck in your new season. Hopefully, we will also be able to participate at the Canadian FTC Championship this year as well. Thank you so much for having us.